This video is a review and an installation of the Volt OHM outdoor audio system.
It's so cool for me to have an immersive audio experience anywhere in my yard, which is about an acre in size, because I can put those speakers anywhere. You get full, total surround sound. Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and I have a really big backyard. And now with the Volt OHM outdoor audio system, I'm able to have music that fills my whole backyard. And I installed it myself. It was so easy to do. Here is a speaker, another one here, and all I needed to do was to have electrical, which I have in my shed. This was so easy to do a permanent install. It only took me 30 minutes for a permanent install in my yard. It's weatherproof. So now I get to enjoy my favorite tunes in my big yard as I hang out and enjoy the scene. Anywhere in a yard where you have electricity and you have a place to keep the control away from the weather, the main box only, you're able to put this audio system. And of course, the Volt OHM is water resistant. It can withstand any storm, any weather, dust, whatever the atmosphere brings. This is my favorite place to hang out by my hammock, so I wanted it there. Now, before I get to the installation, I wanted you to know that the Volt OHM has a $200 off promotion going on now. Use code RebeccaBrand200 to get your $200 discount. Let me show you how I set it up. When you get your Volt audio system, it comes right to your door. I put the box on my kitchen floor and I opened it, and this is how it came packaged. The packaging was designed so nothing would get damaged during shipping. I took everything out of the box and all the way down to styrofoam on the bottom to cushion it during its transport. And here's everything out of the box onto my kitchen floor. I took everything out of its packaging and I put it on my kitchen counter. On the left is a stereo Bluetooth amplifier. Behind that is a 100-foot plug-and-play cable. We have the mallet cap, and we have the stakes for the satellite speaker, and the big mushroom is a subwoofer. And on the right of that are the speakers themselves. In front of the speakers, we have the power cable for the Bluetooth amplifier. We have mounting brackets, feet for the subwoofer, and the remote for the stereo Bluetooth amplifier, and an Allen key to put it together. Everything you need. Here's a close-up of the stereo Bluetooth amplifier, the power button on the left, and the manual volume on the right. And in the middle are the input lights. We have a Bluetooth, we have an optical, we've got an ARC, a coaxial, and a line. You can connect any other audio device to the amplifier. And this is where you connect those devices. The amplifier has all kinds of inputs that it accepts so that your speakers will be in sync with those other devices. As you plug in, let's say your ARC, it's the same type of port as an HDMI, but this is only audio. They have an input for that. Or a coaxial cable, it will draw the audio from that. So the audio playing with your favorite movie, your favorite video game, you can amplify that with these outdoor speakers. And this is how you will connect it from the back. We see on the right side of this amplifier is the output to your speakers. And you can add more too than what is in the Volt OHM base package. The OHM outdoor audio system has expansion features. You can buy more components on their website to augment your sound system. Now here is the antenna that gets plugged in. This is your Bluetooth antenna that goes right into the component and screws in to a coaxial style of connection. And here are the speaker cables, and they're color-coded left and right. These color-coded wires, the speaker wires, will plug into the back of your amplifier. It's terrific that they're marked really well. And here is the back of the amplifier. And here I've connected those speaker wires. They fit right in. Easy. Here is a T-junction of where we're going to plug in a speaker. That's the close-up of the T-junction. Here is the other side of it with the waterproof cap removed, so you can see how the connection will go in. And here is a speaker, and it counts the wire. I've unraveled the wire, and that's going to make the connection with the T-junction, like so. And after you make the connection, it will have a waterproof seal that twists over it. Here's what it looks like connected. Now here's the bottom of the subwoofer. That's the big mushroom, and here's the cord, heavy-duty power cord connected to that. There are also mounting brackets. They're turned in, but you can swivel them outward to mount them onto a base of something in your yard or outside. Here is a subwoofer connected to the T connection. I've plugged in the power connection to the back of the amplifier, and let me show you a detail on how I connected the Bluetooth antenna. It screws right in with the connector, just like you would screw in a coaxial cable. Very simple. If you want to mount it to a wall, there are screws on the side of it, and you would use those in order to do a wall mount. It's easy to do with a Phillips head screwdriver. I'm going to show you a little bit of that. You take the screw out on both sides for each side of the amplifier. They include pieces to install it. I'm just showing you here how it would be installed on each of the sides. And here are the pieces it comes with if you want to mount it on a wall. They fit right into the screws. So you put the screws back in with your Phillips head screwdriver, and you can see the holes above that, where you would put your own screws to mount it into a surface. And if you just want to put it on a shelf, it comes with feet that have friction, so it's not going to slide around. I could have mounted it on the wall in my shed. Here's where I'm going to be putting it on my shed. I decided the shelf was just perfect. I had the shelf in my shed that's located very close to my electrical outlet. This was just perfect for me. This shelf is just perfect for me to put my Volt-Ohm Bluetooth amplifier. The instructions say they want you to lay out the wires before connecting to the amplifier. So that's what I'm going to do next. So keeping in mind how I'm going to be attaching the speakers to the amplifier, I'm now laying down the cable to where I'm going to want to have my speakers. In this case, I'm laying down all of the line going out of my shed and into my garden area towards where my hammock is. Now, I wanted to hide my wire along the path leading out of my shed, so I laid it down, and I also laid it around my stones on the interior of my landscaping because I wanted my speakers behind them. Now, you're going to get 50 feet of just straight speaker line. Now, I used all of mine because I had my speakers 50 feet away from my shed. If you have a smaller yard, a smaller area, you would just coil this up. And it suggested to bury the wire, which was easy to do. I just took a shovel and I laid down a trench for where the wire was going to go once I laid it out. So I dug a tiny trench and put dirt over it so it's buried underneath grass, or in this case, dirt. It's heavy duty, it's waterproof, moisture-proof, and rot-resistant. And so following the directions I got in the user manual, they say the next step is installing the speaker wires right into the back of it, and they're clearly marked left and right. After your speaker wires are connected, then you plug it into the wall to give electricity. And I had already assessed where I wanted each of my speakers. And so after that, then you install your speakers. This is going to be where I install the subwoofer. Now let me show you how I got that installed. I pounded a special stake that comes with a subwoofer into the ground with a mallet. There is no special cap. You just use the mallet right on top of this. It was easy to get the stake in the ground. And here is the bottom of the subwoofer. And in the center, there is a cap. It will reveal heavy-duty threaded component that will screw in to the stake I just drove into the ground. And here I am installing it. You line it up, down it goes, and now I'm twisting it around and around. And after a few twists around and around, it was installed. And I put my subwoofer in the main area of where I want to listen to music. You'll want to place that so you can direct your sound to where you want to be in your yard, and you will want your subwoofer central to where you'll be listening to your sounds. Specifically, the subwoofer is going to bring you your bass. That's why you want it in the center of your sound. Let me show you now how you install your smaller speakers. You get 4 of them, 2 for the left and 2 for the right side. There are different stakes they give you for the speakers. And on the speakers, since you're going to be pounding them in, you're going to need the cap to use to pound them in safely into the ground so they don't get damaged. So just pound it into where you're going to want your speakers. And here's the speaker, and you can see inside, this is where you're going to put it into the stake. And the stake has a notch carved out already for your cable, so it'll fit really nicely right in there. You just place it on for that good fit, and it's threaded as well, so you'll twist your speaker around to fit it on securely and point it in the direction you want for your sound. This is a method for when you want to stake it right into the ground, but you may want to install your speakers onto a hard surface or a wall surface or bricks. They give you instructions on how to do that as well in the installation instructions booklet, and it's very well illustrated and easy to understand. You also might want to install it by a tree mount. You would get your own strap to do that, but there are instructions on how to install your speakers onto trees. And then I placed my speakers, and they blend in with the landscape so well because of their brown color. It was perfect for my backyard. There's 12 feet in between each of the speakers, so I went around, and here's the T-joint of the next speaker I placed in my yard and in my landscaping. We can see the distance between these two speakers. I continued around, and I put all my speakers in my yard. It was so simple to do this, and they're really camouflaged well within my landscaping, my wildness of the edge of my yard. I like that. It doesn't look like anything too modern for the way my yard is so natural. And then I finally reached the last of my speakers. Now, let me show you the end of this cord. If you wanted to, you could attach more speakers for the Volt Ohm outdoor audio system if you buy an extra pack. I am happy with my 4 speakers and my subwoofer, but I wanted to show you that at the very end, if you wanted to, that's where you would have attached an expansion pack. In this case, since I'm not going to expand it, I am just putting the waterproof cap on it. And that's it for the speaker installation. Now let's go into the shed and see the Bluetooth amplifier. Let me explain more about that. And here's the front of it. We can see the indicators lit up. We're going to see the BT light go on. That's for Bluetooth. And here is the remote. You can use the remote to this. This is how you use the remote. You point the remote to it. It needs to have a laser shot to it, so I can come into my shed and easily with the remote change the settings. And with the remote, you can change the volume up or down, and you can change the inputs. It's a full control. The remote fully controls the Bluetooth amplifier. You can see me going through the different inputs by pressing the button on the remote. It's going through all the different settings. I found the remote just great. Easy to use. So here it is all installed in my favorite part of the yard for me to hang out and listen to my favorite tunes. All of this came with the Volt Ohm outdoor audio system. It was so quick and easy to install all these speakers.
To control the music, all you need is your phone, just like you would any music app. The Volt Ohm outdoor audio system is so simple to get your favorite tunes to play wherever you want, outdoors.
So on your phone, in your Bluetooth, this is how you connect to it. It's like any Bluetooth device. It shows up as AU-AMP. By pressing that, it will connect to your phone. And from there, you can launch into whatever you want to listen to. In this case, it's Spotify. You can play your favorite playlists, and you control the volume right from your phone as well. Just like any wireless speaker you would own, it works just the same. And I'm showing how you can pause it, you can skip to the next song, just like you would on any wireless speaker. And here I am skipping to the next song. And let's say you had a music playlist on YouTube. You can listen to music videos right from YouTube. Here I am showing you my channel and my videos, but I suggest listening to some music videos outside. So you can search a song on YouTube and play it. I'm searching that same song that was on my Spotify playlist. And here I have it, playing in my backyard. You're listening to this song from the speakers in this demonstration.
Click the link below to get your Volt Ohm outdoor audio system so you can enjoy your favorite tunes no matter where you are, for you and your family. I'm Rebecca Brand. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life. And today's recipe is for your favorite tunes with Volt. See you next time. I'm going to do some more gardening to my favorite tunes now. If you like this video, here's more over there. Just click, including some other really great outdoor products right there.